My name is Shri Rupa, which is essentially half respect and the other half underwear. Yeah, totally. See, my parents named me that. Okay, I mean, they got together and they were like, this is our baby. What shall we name her? What defines us the best? Shri Rupa, half respect, other half underwear. And once in a while, I get really stressed and I'm all like, can this could have been worse. This could have been a worse name. It could have been worse. And then I'm like, no, maybe it could not. But then I think it could have been worse. Shrimati Dixie? Adanya Cozy? So maybe they didn't do that bad a job, no? Maybe, just maybe, giving them the benefit of doubt. See, my surname is Sengupta. Sengupta is my family name. And those of you who have lived in Delhi ever in your life, give me a cheer. It's such an apologetic cheer. कि पता नहीं हम क्यों गए थे. अभी हम आ गए इधर. No, so I lived in Delhi for 4 years. And while I was in Delhi, I realized that Gupta is a very, very common surname up north. Yeah, is that true? Yes. It's true, yeah? But I didn't really realize how common it was till last Diwali. I got a message, an SMS. Gupta ji, this Diwali, gift your wife a mixer grinder. I was like, which wife is this? First you tell me. Who is happy with a mixer grinder during Diwali? You give me a mixer grinder during Diwali, I will throw it at you. Not you. Whoever gives it to me. And I was literally like, theek hai, I mean, this is a one-off, this is a one-off. Then I got added to a WhatsApp group. And the name of the WhatsApp group was Brothers in Arms. Bracket open. Men only. Bracket closed. And I am sitting there thinking, I have 2 things I can do. Point number 1, I leave the group. With all due respect. Number 2, stay on for research purposes. I am Bengali. I can tell all you women one thing. Size and shape does not matter. See, my parents are amazing people. They're brilliant. They're wonderful people, okay? Now, the issue is that they recently bought a smartphone. Very recent into the smartphone game. Yeah? And the first app that they downloaded was WhatsApp. Chalo, theek hai. What can go wrong? Apparently a lot of things. My parents download a WhatsApp. They start a WhatsApp group called Home Sweet Home. Bracket open. HSH. Home emoji. Bracket closed. I was like, I got the point. They add me to the group. They delete me after 2 days. I'm like, Ma, what happened? She was like, Papa के साथ ना अकेले में बात करनी थी. I realized my parents text very differently after they downloaded WhatsApp. Because now they text more frequently. Free service, na? And they text extremely differently. Like when my dad texts me, it's like he's part of the Russian mafia. Where? Question mark. Come home, full stop, now. आप कुछ भी लिखो. Come home, full stop, now. When my mom texts me, it's something like this. Dear beta, comma, next line. I hope you're doing fine. Full stop, next line. I pray to God every day for your well-being. Full stop, next line. May God bless you. I miss you. Same house. Love, comma, ma. P.S. Postscript. Bring 12 tomatoes. And then I thought my parents would download Facebook. So precautionary measure, I deleted my Facebook account. But Pitaji bade hoshyar, They downloaded Instagram. Now both of them are using the hashtag food porn. Photo में क्या है? भिंडी. Sometimes it is my photo. Hashtag food porn. Then I thought that maybe this is going to stop. अभी और क्या ऐप डाउनलोड करेंगे यार? मतलब इससे ज़्यादा और क्या? My parents, the next app that they downloaded was Tinder. At this point of time, I am freaking out. This is next level of confusion. So I am standing behind them. And I've realized that both of them have downloaded Tinder. Both of them have swiped right on the same guy. I'm like, what kind of a satsang is this? And at the same time, I'm also wondering, should I be giving them privacy? My mother is 65, my father is 70. Is this something I don't know about that geriatric adults are doing? Should I even be thinking about it? Am I going to hell for this? And then I kind of got all my courage and I asked my mother, Ma, what are you doing? My mother, full confidence, turns around and tells me, we are looking for you, beta. My parents turned Tinder into Shaadi.com in 2 swipes. That was it. No, but seriously, see, my parents have 2 hobbies, okay? One is religion, the other is my marriage. Sometimes they combine the 2. They go to a satsang and they're like, God is great. Have you met our daughter? It is insane. They are setting me up on blind dates at the most Hindu sanskari places on the earth. Weddings and funerals. I'm sorry he died. This is our daughter. Khana acha banati hai. I am like, what the hell? And then I found out the perfect antidote. I went and told my father, Dad, I'm doing drugs. क्या कर लोगे? पिताजी बड़े होशियार. Next morning, A4 size printout on my bed. Lulu, pharmacist and druggist. I look at my dad. My dad is like, challenge accepted. I mean, it is going really well for both of them. See, because they're very confident. Not about me. About themselves. They're like, ladki kuch bhi kare, ladka to mil hi jayegi. Sex ratio of India. They have decided it. And they are extremely enthusiastic about me. Not about themselves. About me. And as parents, I think all of you can relate to it. But, madam, thoda na control karo aap log. Because I'll tell you what happens. See, I went to study Masters in Social Work. I specialized in criminology and justice. My fieldwork was in the prison. My father used to call me. Beta jail se nikle aap? I got recruited in the Ministry of Health and Family Welfare. I was working with the Government of India, Department of AIDS Control. Most of you are thinking, condom salesman. Almost. I'm like walking in and out of brothels, working in brothels, not that way. My dad used to call me. Beta nikle red light area se, ho gaya kaam. My relatives are amazed. They think we are a progressive family. I'm like, auntie progressive nahi hai, possessive hai. Difference hai usme. But see, as a woman in India, I have been stalked by men, women and buffaloes. Yaar, cows don't stalk you. They're very classy like that. They sit in a corner, they're like, nahi, aap jao. मैं तो नहीं हिलूंगा, आप जाओ. Cows are like men in their 30s. have no idea where they are going. They have no idea where they are coming from. They come in your way and expect you to be nice to them. They always take on more than they can do. And then they're like, Mummy, ladki dhoond do na mere liye. I mean, it is crazy because see, I went on this Tinder date, okay? And once I go there, there's this guy sitting there, and here is this person who is totally focused on talking to me about his brother. Now I am again very confused. I am like, so should my parents have been here? Is this that kind of a setting? And I am sitting there, I'm wondering, kya ho kya raha hai idhar? And it was a 4-course meal, 5-star restaurant, very classy, very nice. I am sipping soup. And he's like, Shri, my little brother will really like you. I'm like, acha. Starter comes in. My little brother is going to love you so much. You're so amazing. By dessert, I was like, sir, आपके family में कौन-कौन है? Census. He's like, मम्मी पापा है, हम 3 BHK में रहते हैं. At this point of time, I'm like, 3 BHK क्यों बता रहे हो? मतलब Urban Ladder का ad है ये, मतलब real estate agency, interior decorating firm खोलने वाली हूँ मैं, मतलब चल क्या रहा है? Is this new entrepreneurship opportunity for me? What is this? It took me that entire night to realize, little brother was a body part. And I literally was like, and those of you who got the joke right after before this, dirty minds, but good on you guys. At this point of time, I really wanted to know what is this male privilege and confidence by which you can name a body part. And how do you do it? Like, मैं चुन्नू तू नुन्नू, मैं मोटा भाई तू छोटा भाई, मैं टॉम तू डिक वो हैरी, like. So I went and I stood in front of my mirror completely naked. Don't imagine me that way. This is not that kind of a show. And I was looking at myself and I was like, I will name a body part today. But then low self-esteem. As women, we grow up often told that we are not perfect enough, we are not pretty enough, we are not good looking enough. So I didn't really like anything that I saw. So then I Googled. Female anatomy. And I saw this very cute pink part, standing like this, called the uterus. Pain in our lives every month. And then I was like, I will name you Fulvanti. Because you flower once a month. And since then, I've been doing this bit everywhere. Everywhere. Every show, every meeting, every cafe, every bar, Silk Boat Signal. Everywhere. Just so that if I meet that guy again, I'll be like, Fulvanti does not approve of your little brother. But life has been quite kind to me in terms of see, the thing is that if I were a superhero, see, all of us like to believe that we would want to be superheroes, right? We are superheroes inside. Right? Give me a chair if you believe that you're a superhero inside. Yeah? Yeah? Lovely. See, for me, if I were a superhero, my superhero name would be Chumbak Rani. Chumbak Rani, magnet queen, unstoppable, attracts everything. Would be my subtitle. Totally. See, I'll tell you why. Because I attract the weirdest people on the planet. My ex-boyfriends have a WhatsApp group. मतलब उनका support system है. And on the DP is my picture. And once in a while, all I want to tell them is like, यार photo change कर लो, weight gain हो गया. thing is that, see, men are amazing. To all the men in the room, can we have a cheer for the men in the room? Yeah, guys? You guys are gorgeous people. Thank you so much for existing. And doing all that you do. But the only issue is that you all are not great at communication. Not all that great. मतलब है, better हो सकता है, सब में. Because these guys are still believing that I date the other one. मतलब उनके आपस में confidence में issue है, and they are not talking to each other. But I get to know gossip about the other person from the other person. Like I'm getting screenshots about something that one person said to the other one because that person thinks I'm dating that one. But this has also helped me in a way. Because I have decided that next time that I have a breakup, no matter how nasty it is, that person has a legit support system. I will give admin's number. And I'll be like, वो देख लेगा. No depression will happen to you. I turned 32 this year. Women above the age of 30, give me a cheer. We have got this, right? We've got this. Women around me in their 30s are trying to be hot. I have decided to be creepy. Because when you're creepy, you can get away with anything on the planet. But if anybody comes and tells me, Madam, you're hitting on my husband, I'm like, huh? क्या कर लोगे? I have started stalking my stalkers. We are going around in circles. Nobody knows who is stalking who. I tag them on my photos. It is going great. I get LinkedIn recommendation requests from people my stalkers are trying to get married to. See, the thing is that when you're creepy, sometimes people out-creepy you, which you don't always get it. Like for example, I was at a bar, I was sitting there, suddenly I hear this voice from nowhere. Madam, very beautiful. Now, because I wear specs, once in a while I believe that I look better without my specs. Such nahi hai. For those of you trying to compare, I can't even see y'all. But it is not true. So I moved my specs and I kept it aside. And I was literally like, Madam, very beautiful, okay. Now I know where the light is falling. In a bar, you don't have headlights. You have a different kind of headlights. Now I'm also very socially awkward. And for socially awkward people, if you give them a compliment, they feel they have to give you a bigger compliment back. Like for example, if you come and tell me, Shri, you're a great person. That's what I want to hear, but anyway. I will have to say, Madam, aap to Kohinoor ho. It has to go to the next level, right? So now I was like, I will have to give a compliment. So I put on my specs. And then I was like, so then I went and I got my phone. And then I switched on my torch. And then I was like, Sir, very strong. Eiffel Tower. Since then, I've been banned at performing at bars. I was in Chennai a few weeks back. I perform at Chennai often. And I was sitting at a chai ki tapri at 4 in the morning. Chai ki tapri because Aukat. 4 a.m. because Chennai. And I was sitting there and I was looking at uncles going right to left, left to right. Many of them in Veshtis. Sometimes uncle going right, Veshti going left. And then I see this uncle staring at me. And I got really offended. Not because he was staring at me, but because I had nothing to stare back at. So I went up and I literally was like, "Sir, you're looking at me." And he looks at me and he goes like, "What to see, madam? Every angle, same scenery." I realized that day that I'm a sphere. Like I'm a round ball. So I called up my dad and I was really upset. I was like, "Papa, this is what they have told me. That apparently I'm like, every angle, same scenery. What is this?" and all of that. My father, he hears out the entire thing. And then he tells me, "Did you potty?" And this is one problem I have with parents. Just because when we are born, we are shitting all the time, doesn't mean that we need to take a shit all the time. So this is PSA. Please don't catch hold of your kids and ask them, "Did you potty?" At the worst times. Because see, in 2014, my life went down really, really badly, okay? A lot of shit happened. Things went down. All of us go through it. I did too. Why should I just be special, right? And at that point of time, I was standing in front of my mirror and I was completely crushed and completely defeated. And I was looking into my own eyes and I was like, okay, so my life is over. And what on earth can I do? And I called up my father. And my father's question was, "Did you potty?" See, he has a simple solution. He's like, if you potty, your tummy is free. Your mind is free. You can take more solutions. I was like, "Jib baat." So nowadays when Uber drivers cancel on me, I give them a call. And I'm like, "Sir, did you potty?" I use Ola now, guys. Uber no longer likes me. So, one of the things that when you are coming out of any difficult situation, the people who anchor you are your friends. And many of times, it is your women friends. Give me a cheer for all the women who have held you up. And when these women hold you up, you kind of want to believe that they are the best women in your life. Like, they are fantastic. I have friends too. My friends have 3 categories. They are the assholes, the alcoholics, and the stoners. The alcoholics are the ones who call me at 3 in the morning. And they are like, "Shri, ghar jalani hai." And I'm like, "Kiski?" And they're like, "Kisi ki bhi chalega." The stoners are the ones who are believers of world peace. So they will give me a call and they are literally like, "Shri, yaar, life is very difficult, you know." I'm like, "I don't need to hear this at 4, but okay." And then they will be like, "Bhook lagi hai." I'm like, "मैं स्विगी नहीं है." नहीं, लेकिन स्विगी है ना तेरे हाथ में. So I am ordering food for these guys. But 5 in the morning, they will give me a call again for food review. खाना अच्छा नहीं था. Once in a while, the alcoholics run out of alcohol and they start smoking up. These are the weirdest converts that you will ever find. These are the women who will give you a call and they will be like, "Shri, ghar jalani hai." I'm like, "ठीक है. I'm used to this now." लेकिन पहले फायर ब्रिगेड को बुलाएंगे, उसके बाद जलाएंगे. Because they are compassionate. And then I have the assholes of my life, right? And there is this one asshole who I love to bits. And she is someone who is, she's brilliant. She's like the HR of my life. Like anything happens in my life, she's the one who gets to know the first. She is the person who I call even if she can't help me. She's the one who calls me during Diwali and she's like, "Rangoli ka theme is baar Ganesha hai." I'm like, "Har Diwali mein Ganesha hi hota hai." Like she's the one who I sometimes call and I tell her about how my geyser is not working in Bangalore while she lives in Delhi. But before I go into talking about her a little more, I want to introduce another person in my life. This guy's name is Rajuji. See, Rajuji is my ironing guy. If Rajuji had a Tinder profile, it would be called Clothes Disappearing Artist. Matlab, you give Rajuji clothes, there is no guarantee he will give it back to you. Like there are times when he will come and tell you that ye aapka hai. It is not yours. Few days back, he came and gave me this pair of tights. And he was like, Madam, ye aapka hai. I'm like, Rajuji, ye mera nahi hai. Sir ka hoga. I'm like, koi sir nahi hai. Dekh lijiye. I'm wearing that today. So once in a while I text Nidhi about Rajuji. So I did that. So I texted her and I was like, Rajuji took the clothes. Ab pata nahi kab wapas denge. Normal message. All of us message like this to our friends. Nidhi replies, Ars kiya hai, ... I'm like, question mark. Nidhi, बे के कपड़े राजू जी देते हैं लेट. बे के कपड़े राजू जी देते हैं लेट. By the way, for those of you who don't know, Bey is before anybody else. Both Nidhi and I are very lonely. ताकि बे उनके प्यार में करे वेट. So then I texted her again a few days later because एक बार में तो सीखती नहीं हूँ ना. Raju ji is not taking my calls. Nidhi, अर्ज क्या है? Exactly. And I'm like, not again. Nidhi, बे ने राजू जी को फोन लगाया 1000 बार. बे ने राजू जी को फोन लगाया 1000 बार. राजू जी ने बोला, मैडम इस बार कीजिए इंतजार. I got really angsty at this point and I decided not to text her ever again in my life. Does that decision ever work, guys? Not our girlfriends, no? Never. But madam texts me. So, got your clothes? Question mark. I'm like, no. I called him, said, Raju ji, mere kapre. Question mark. Nidhi. He said, abhi garam garam pesh karta hu, madam, khas aapke liye. I'm like, no. He said, istiri garam ho rahi hai. Nidhi, kaun si istiri? But it's people like this who keep you going every day, right? It's the women that we have around us. It's the people who hold us up. It's our parents who pull us together and push us towards the next greatest height. And it is incredible how much of power they kind of have, right? And how much of power and belief that their belief within us has. See, a lot of people come and ask me that, Shri, you're a stand-up comedian. You must be depressed. They do. I'm like, no, I'm suicidal. But the reason why I'm alive is because my mother interrupts me. This is the woman who, if I go to the bathroom to take a bath today, will knock and ask me what I want for breakfast on Monday. First time I decided that I'm going to commit suicide, I decided that I will go get a rope. Because TV में rope दिखाते हैं, हो जाएगा. I didn't think about my weight and all, कि rope तो fan will only fall, but वहाँ तक कौन सोचेगा? So I went and got the rope. I came back and I am thinking, now I will do it. My mother walks in, arm full of wet clothes. Oh, the rope is with you, huh? Here, hang this. Same rope where I thought I would be hanging, I'm hanging wet clothes. Wet chaddi. क्या लिखा है? रूपा. Next time I was like, fine, rope was too complicated. I have better idea, I will get knife. Went, got a knife, came back. One full basket of onion, tomato and potato. Sometimes she cooks like she's going to feed the entire khandan and its neighbors. And she's like, oh, you have the knife, huh? Cut this. Walks out. I am chopping onions, crying over vegetables when I thought people will cry over my death. Then I was like, I will not rely on any of her stuff. I will use everything that is in my room. So I opened the window. And I was about to jump out. My mother enters with a dusting cloth. You're outside already? Clean that. No, there is crow shit. I decided it is easier to live.